Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, at one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' season, as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wyoming Cowboys. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cowboys will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Northwestern's offense will get first crack at it today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Northwestern right back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
The Wildcats have this offense rolling. They'll try the run. Creates a little space. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Set to kick off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Cowboys offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cowboys line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. Got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give on the inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Gets open down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, nice job there by the defender. He stayed right in the back pocket of that receiver, so as soon as he caught the ball on the slant, he was able to bring him to the ground.
The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Agnew.
That's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that 1st down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. A strike downfield.
Pass interference. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. To the air, it's Wilcox. Quickly out to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
And the Cowboys, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Just Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harper. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. It's incomplete, and we'll change into the field now. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Northwestern wants to go quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Rushes on him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Mawe. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Wyoming. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. Little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle. It's Tootin. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's a first down.
The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Wilcox. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gonna run it. It's my way. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. They'll go hurry up here. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Hit as he throws. Finds space on the right. And they reacted well to the completion. was too late to keep him from getting the first down. To the air on first down. Throws to the back. Makes the catch. It's Mawe. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Using his legs, it's Mawe. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. He wants it all. And he's got it along the sidelines, but the officials are signaling out of... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Floating away. Grab near the marker. It's Wilcox. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Wyoming.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
Cats. We'll kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Wilcox. Working that left side now. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the Cowboys have their offense in high gear. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He sends two wideouts right, two to the left on 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Oh, they're after him. Got his man to the left. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Unloads it left. He caught it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Cowboys are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Wilcox. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! They take the lead with the 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Northwestern right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Just feeds the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on 3rd down. QB got it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Wildcat has come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The play action fake. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Got some room to run.
And, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's 3rd and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll keep it himself. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. As talented as this guy is, the coverage is tighter. There's not as much space to fit the ball in. He's having to learn on the job as a young signal caller. And I think it's fair to say that the corner and the rest of his buddies on defense have won this battle, keeping this quarterback in check, David.
They have. They've definitely won the battle. And you wanted to see more in this matchup. And I'll tell you what, this QB, we know he's got ability. And listen, I know that's a great corner out wide, but I wish he'd have made a little bit more of the simple plays and moved this offense a little bit. Been a bad day, man.
Play action. Pocket breaking down. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this run.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Wilcox. Got his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Lets it fly. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not throwing from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback
looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed. But it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Cincinnati is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beating. They're trailing by 29 to Auburn. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. It has been a huge struggle so far for this guy. He just hasn't been able to get into any type of rhythm. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up any yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. Now the play fake. Dances away. Crosses the 45. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Red pass, it's complete. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again,
throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Cowboys really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Got it, looking for the first down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. To the air, it's Wilcox. Skips away from pressure. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.